Hey guys, it's Nikki Serenity. I'm a St. Louis model and actress, and you're watching The Anthony Rogers Show.
Hey, how you doing? This is Zach Roach from the Virgin Islands, tuning into the Anthony Rogers Show, the greatest show in the universe.
Republican Anthony Rogers has no previous political experience. Rogers, a comedian, is well known for a podcast called The Anthony Rogers Show.
Hey man, this is Tommy Chong, and right now you're listening to The Anthony Rogers Show.
Hey all you cool cats and kittens, it's Carol Baskin, and you are listening to The Anthony Rogers Show.
Hey y'all, this is Kevin from Candlebox. You are listening to the funny man, Anthony Rogers.
Hey, my name is Alex Sulkin, writer of Ted and Family Guy, and you're listening to The Anthony Rogers Show. Lucky you.
Hola, I'm in these digital islands, and thanks for watching today's show, but it's sponsored by Joey's Hot Sauce. This one is the Lisa the Truffle Queen. And I'm opening these on here because some people were saying that I wasn't that you could alter the bottles or you could do whatever and try different things. Like, I don't know, but I just want to legitimately try this sauce. You're seeing me open this, so all you internet people are like, no, it's a real bottle of Joey's hot sauce. Ooh, that smells good. That smells real good. Says made with 10 grams of wild Oregon truffles. Organic sweet peppers, organic habanero peppers, organic jalapeno peppers, wild truffles, apple cider vinegar, filtered water, Himalayan salt, organic turmeric. That's fucking awesome. And black pepper. Black pepper. That's a good mix, man. And it smells like it too. I love the turmeric in there, and just like, these are all my personal hot sauces. So thanks, Joey, for the hot sauce. But no, that is really good. That looks like a burrito, like kind of like I'd use it for burritos probably. I don't know it, but I'm gonna try a little more. That was pretty good. Yeah, man, that's really fresh. That's like a really fresh sauce. That's Joey's Hot Sauce, joey'shotsauce.com, link in the description. Lisa the Truffle Queen was that flavor. And then I'm gonna try the Hellraiser. Get a little closer on the screen for that one. Is it focusing? Almost focusing. What do we got here? There we go. What is going on? There we go. Okay, some Joey's. We'll have logos on the screen and stuff, obviously, too, that you've seen. But opening this for the haters. I don't even know what a hater is, but it just sounds funny. But Joey's Hot Sauce, Hellraiser, sweet pepper, and these are all organics, just so you know. I'm just not gonna read organic every time like I did the last one. Sweet peppers, habanero peppers, poblano peppers. I'm not familiar with that or the enunciation of that. Jalapeno peppers, apple cider vinegar, spring water, Himalayan salt, turmeric again, black pepper, and ghost pepper powder. That's kind of interesting, and all organic. Everything was organic on there. Joey's Hot Sauce is at Joey's Hot Sauce on Instagram too. There's a link in the description if you want to be trying these sauces too. I don't know, that one smells very peppery. I mean, obviously it's hot sauce, but very peppery. Let's see what this is about. That's good. With a kick. That one's hot, but in a good way. I put that in my chili. Probably. It's probably my chili hot sauce. It definitely has a kick. I'm not trying to be one of those guys being like, oh, it's nothing. It's nothing. But it's not like the craziest thing. Like you see these guys on YouTube, like, and they're just puking and all this stuff, red face stuff. It's enjoyable, but it has a huge kick, like legit kick. And I eat a lot of hot sauce, and that's probably the ghost pepper powder. That's a huge kick, and that's just amazing. So yeah, if you want good flavor, oh man, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not even used to that. That's crazy. So yeah, if you want good flavor, Lisa the Truffle Queen from Joey's Hot Sauce. is really fucking good. And then if you want good flavor with a kick, I'd say the Hellraiser is the move on that, because that definitely has a kick, and that's pretty fucking spicy in a good way. Like if you enjoy a good spice, I mean that's fucking it. So thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the show. Support the sponsors. Back to the greatest show in the entire universe. Today in studio we have Zach Roach is co-hosting tonight. How you doing, man?
Good, man. How about yourself? You doing good?
Awesome, man. Awesome. And then we have a huge guest. I've been meaning to get on the show for weeks now. I think we've been talking about it, but Nikki Serenity, she has a new movie come out called Zombie Resurrection. Was recently on Dr. Phil, was recently in the Daily Mail, like kind of blown up, and from the same area. How you doing?
Hey, what's up? Good. How are you guys?
Good.
How are you?
Good.
No, I love seeing local people blow up like this. Like Daily Mail is like one of the most read like publications in the English speaking world. That's rad. And then like Dr. Phil's pretty big. It blew up that Cash Me Outside girl. She's now a rapper.
I believe that beauty is subjective. Each person has their idea of what they find to be beautiful or attractive.
It's like who knows where the next couple months are going for you. It's kind of interesting to see that. Like I like seeing people like blow up and shit and do shit.
Right. Yeah, I'm really curious to see where this takes me. It kind of all happened in a short period of time. So I'm still kind of like wondering if I'm dreaming a little bit.
No, it can change pretty quickly. You never know in this industry, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It can go very fast.
So, but the thing that has most people up in controversy is that you basically are a model that does not shave your armpits, but that's what everybody's like blowing out, sensationalizing right now. Like, what are your thoughts on that? I mean, I'm sure you answered that 10 million times.
As far as body hair goes, I actually feel more attractive with armpit hair. I know that sounds weird because that's not what's attractive to the majority of the society for a woman. There's just this newfound confidence and boost in self-esteem. It's really hard to explain to somebody without them trying it for themselves. There are always going to be people with different types of opinions. Some people love it, some people hate it. My issue is when people shame people for it. When younger people start to grow body hair, they should feel free to either shave it or to keep it. It would also be useful to stop putting labels on people. When you see a woman with armpit hair, not every woman is trying to make a political statement. Maybe she just likes having it.
Well, I do shave occasionally. It depends on the jobs that I have. But I do try to unshaven unshaven as much as possible, just because I prefer it. When I have to shave, I like literally cry. And I know that sounds weird. Like I grew up shaving a lot because I was like thing to do. And about 4 to 5 years ago, so my boyfriend's a photographer. Well, flashback to before he met me, there was this model he worked with and she didn't shave. And she was all like insecure and was like, is it okay if I lift my arm? Like, is it okay? And he's like, yeah, of course. Like, why would I care? And that was kind of when he realized it's like kind of a big deal for women, like, you know, being shamed at a young age and stuff for having body hair. So he started doing yearly No Shave November photo shoots. So I decided to join in on one like 4.5 years ago, something like that. And I thought it was just going to be for the photo shoot, but I ended up really just falling in love with it. Like it gave me so much confidence, which sounds weird because a lot of people don't like it, but I honestly don't really know how to explain how it happened. That's just kind of what came out of it. And now it's kind of my thing.
That's awesome. That's the way to keep it. You got to stay original.
Yeah.
If not, there's no point. Why change for anybody? You have to realize that. There's no point to change for anybody. If that's the way you like it and that's what you like to do, then that's what you stay with doing. If not, then they can go fuck themselves pretty much. There's no point.
Right.
They don't pay your bills, do they?
No. Well, some photographers do, which is why sometimes I'll, because some clients just prefer that. So,
then they don't need to be your clients. Look at it that way. That they need to be your clients. If that's the way you want to go, then that's the way that you should go. 100%. If you've got to bend to somebody else's will, there's no point.
Right. I've thought about just like being like, you know what, I just want to not shave, so I just might have to lose some clients, but I'm still thinking about that. I'm still considering it. I'm probably gonna shave before Shutterfest because it's like a whole deal with like photographers coming in from all over the world. But after that, I might think more on that and figure out what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, much.
When I tell people, when I tell people they're like younger, they're just like, oh, like I was like telling about this mom, like yeah, I have this model, she's like blown up for like not shaving her armpits. Like the younger people are like, oh, and the older people are like, they cringe. Older people hate this. Like older women in particular, like fucking hate this. Like my mom was more shocked. Well, I was telling my mom about my guest today. She was more shocked about yours than like the other guests I had on here. I had some crazy guests. And she's like, and she's just like, oh, like that. What stuck out to her is the fact that you didn't shave your armpits. And like it stuck out to the older generation, but the younger generation just like, I mean, anybody under like 40s is like, you know, it's like it's not like bad, but it's just like it's interesting enough to listen to and ask a question about it, I guess. But it's just like it doesn't. I couldn't imagine that like defining a characteristic in somebody else is weird.
Yeah, I think their generation is just like kind of used to women being shaved, so it's just kind of foreign to them. And like I said on Dr. Phil too, like everyone has the right to their opinion. If you think it's disgusting, like okay, I'm still gonna do it because I like it. And I don't okay. You know me, Anthony. I don't consider myself a feminist, so it's like not about that at all. It's literally just like I like having it. Like I'm not even trying to make some kind of political statement. I just love having it. But it is pretty popular with feminists too. So with that being like a big thing these days, the younger generation has been more exposed to it. So I think that's probably why like younger people with it and older people not as much.
That's like they're. Or sorry, go ahead, brother. My bad.
No, I was saying, yeah. Do you see more of a movement coming in, like the free the nip type thing that's coming in? You kind of see more of a movement of the no shave November or no shave no year type thing.
Yeah, I haven't seen much about free the nipple recently, but it's funny you said that because I actually did see something about it today. Haven't seen as much about that recently, but yeah, I've been seeing more and more women go unshaved, and I'll have like people who have been on my friends list for a few years like, hey, I don't shave either, and I'm like, whoa, I didn't even know, but that's awesome. So it's and a lot of them, they're like scared to let people know, so they just private message me that because they know that I shave, so I guess they know they won't be like judged or anything.
And see, that's the world. We're at a place now in the world that judgment is just far past and beyond. That's for sure. I mean, I live in the Virgin Islands in St. Thomas, and there are so many women that do not shave in the Virgin Islands, and it is pretty much a norm down there.
Yeah, a lot of countries, it's just normal. Like a lot of places,
razor is a waste of water, and they lose money doing it. They just let it grow.
All the time it takes. Like the last time I shaved, I forgot how time consuming it is. Like it took like 1 or 2 hours probably.
Wow.
Like, and my skin is so sensitive, so I like 100% of the time bleed every time that I shave because my skin is just so sensitive. And I have chronic pain too, so like the way I have to bend to shave like really hurts physically. And like a lot of people who are just so weird about women not shaving don't really think that maybe there are other reasons that girls don't want to shave. I have friends with different health conditions too that don't really make it easy for them to shave regularly. So I have a friend with folliculitis, and I forgot the other one. One of my friends told me about that she has, but yeah, there are all kinds of reasons. It's like not always about making some kind of statement.
Well, you see all the new fads repeat themselves. Everybody wanted to be bare skinned everywhere, and now everything's hairy bushy everywhere again. Yeah. All fads repeat themselves.
Right.
That is completely. So we're back in the 60s again.
What how did you get into modeling originally? Like what was like you're still pretty young. You're like what, like 23 or something?
I just turned 25.
25. Okay, yeah, it's still young as hell. But how did you get in this originally?
So I started having the dream of being a model like I was probably like 14, like between middle school and high school. I was into fashion, but like really weird fashion. Like I would wear like jeans with like each pant leg being a different color. I dyed my own pants. Like everyone knew me as like the girl with the crazy pants. So I was just like really into like the cool stuff, and I would see like Vogue models and their cool posing, and I was really inspired by that. So I was about 19 when I first started modeling. I first made a Model Mayhem account and then made like a separate Facebook for modeling, and just really went crazy on like networking and joining groups and adding people and just really building up my network. And that really made a huge difference. And yeah, that's kind of where I started, was honestly social media, really.
Where a lot of people.
What's that?
Seems a lot of people seem to start from social media as of right now as it's going.
Right.
No, yeah, I remember that being like a joke back in the day, like Instagram models and stuff like that. But then like, people are actually doing it. Like, I mean, it's not just like, you know, I mean, it's not like a LARP anymore. Like someone like you, like your output. I mean, you have so many like your social media is like covered in professional pictures and stuff, and like you're always promoting yourself. And I think that I can definitely see that being a success, like a reason to like a fast route to success and stuff. I think that no matter what industry you're in, you know, it's just like.
Yeah, and like I didn't even really have anybody teach me. Like I guess like I wing things a lot. Like I was like the weird kid, the awkward girl in a small town surrounded by cornfields. Like I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I'm just kind of figuring it out as I go along. And somehow I stumbled across some success along the way. But yeah, I've really found social media is really helpful for this kind of career. Actually, one of the Dr. Phil producers found me on TikTok, so that's where that came from.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
That is awesome. So, what your movie, Zombie Resurrection? Like, let's talk a little bit about that. Like, what I haven't seen that. But what is that loosely about? Like, what do you play, and like, what's kind of going on with that?
yeah. So, Michael Baran, Bare Hands Baran, he has the TV show on Animal Planet and Discovery Plus, Bare Hands Rescue.
Yeah.
And he owns the Wildlife Command Center. He's a really good friend of mine. And sometime last year, my boyfriend and me and another model were doing a no-shave photo shoot. And we were warrior women. And the idea behind that photo shoot was like all these Hollywood movies show these warrior women out in the wild or on an island with no men, but they have shaved armpits, and we're like, that's not realistic. So we did a warrior no shave photo shoot. So we were warrior with body hair, which is a lot more realistic.
That's badass.
So that was my boy's first time meeting Michael there. Fast forward a few months later in October, Michael was like, hey, I want to fly out this makeup artist from Vegas. We want to do a zombie photo shoot. And so my boyfriend was like, well, if you're going to all that trouble and you're flying a makeup artist all the way out from Vegas, why don't we do a short film? And he's like, okay. And it was like a month before like shooting day that they actually decided to do a short film instead. So only a month to think of the whole storyline, plan everything, get all the props we need, get all the people, write the whole thing, everything, just like 4 weeks to do everything. So it was October 21st when we actually filmed, and Brad Prime wrote the whole thing. I played the zombie, so Michael and I were the main characters. I don't want to give too much away about the storyline.
Yeah, I'm interested to see it.
You should. We had a watch party. We got such good feedback. The trailer's out, so you can check out the trailer, and we're probably going to have like a movie theater premiere, possibly in Des Peres, but we'll hopefully be setting that date soon. but there may or may not be a twist or two in it, and it's a lot of zombie movies are the same, but the plot for this one is actually very different. I think people will really like it. It evokes a lot of emotions. There are a lot of different things going on, so I think you guys will like it.
I'll definitely go check it out for sure.
Yeah, it's awesome. Is there a way to check this out online yet, or is that gonna be like after the premieres and stuff? Like,
so it's not online yet. Well, you can see the trailer online. We recently had it in the Lucky Sevens Film Festival in Vegas, and we're gonna be submitting it to more film festivals. So kind of got to go through that process and then figure out like kind of where it's gonna land. Like, there's a really big, I'm not gonna say the name of it yet, but there's like a really big YouTube series that we're gonna try to get it into. And if it's in there, then we might not be able to upload it ourselves. So we're kind of waiting to see what goes on with all that before we can actually post it online publicly. But hopefully sooner than later, because I definitely want everybody to see it. And I forgot to mention a very important part. It was all filmed on the iPhone 13 Pro Max.
That's cool.
Really? Okay. And you've been in 21 plus music videos. What would be your favorite one you think you've been in?
My favorite?
Who is your best artist, you think?
I really liked being in Shaylin Rolfe's music video for Mercedes, and then the Wild and Free Let You Go. Those were a couple of my favorites. J-Trax, I was in his video for Summertime. I think it got taken off YouTube. I don't know why. That song was so amazing and so fun. But yeah, those are a few of the... Oh, yeah. How could I forget that one? Okay, I was in Vibes by Murphy Lee. I was in the Saint Lunatics with Nelly. So I was in his video, and J.E., who is Nelly's producer, was in the video as well. So that was really cool.
I've done a lot of work with Nelly and J.E. and them as well.
What's that?
I've done a lot of work with Nelly and J.E.
Really? Yeah, I haven't gotten to work with Nelly yet, but J.E. is a super cool guy. I've gotten to work with him a few times. I was also in Kiwan's video for Faded. So
nuts.
That's Saint Lunatics.
That's legendary, though.
Heck yeah, it is. And at your age already, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's really badass.
Thanks.
What about your magazine covers? What the heck magazines have you been on, my dear?
I've been in 59 at least magazines.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's showing that you've got 7 covers though. So you've been a 7+ cover.
10 now. So
10 now. Okay.
There may be something that I need to update.
That's crazy awesome.
10 covers, 59 magazines total that I know of. A lot of photographers will like submit to magazines and not even tell you, so there could honestly be a lot more than that.
That's
makes
awesome.
Thanks.
What was your first ever like appearance in magazine, you think?
The first magazine I was ever published in, I'm trying to remember the name of it. It was a St. Louis local one that a photographer kind of created herself. That was like about 5 years ago, I think. Yeah, something like that.
You started right around 20 years old then, getting into it all.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
That's a super young story.
What's that?
You have a lot going for you, my dear. You'll be able to go. Just don't change for anybody in this industry.
I won't. Thank you.
No point to change. Stay the way you are.
I'm
a loud-mouth, deep voice person.
I've always weirdo. I don't think that'll ever change.
Don't do it. Stay with your roots, and you're going to go very far in your life.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I think so too. That's a lot of magazines to be in by 25 already. That's crazy. Where do you see this going from like here? Like, well, I mean, what are some goals and things you're currently working on? Some things are gonna be released and such like from here, I guess.
So we're working on the Zombie Resurrection movie theater premiere. So hopefully we'll have like a set date for that and stuff soon, and we'll be selling tickets and stuff to that. Shutterfest is coming up. That's always cool. I don't know. I don't know if I have any other like huge projects I'm currently working on other than like working on finding like the film festivals to submit Zombie Resurrection to and stuff.
That's rad.
Kind of waiting to see what might come out of this Dr. Phil thing since it just aired Monday, March 7th. So I'm watching those views go up and up and up. So
how many views do you have so far?
I think on YouTube it's up to like 28,000 views. It was posted yesterday on YouTube, I think.
That's great. That's great for
Heck
yeah,
yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. Their YouTube channel, Dr. Phil's YouTube channel has like 6.11 million subscribers or something like that. So
It's
I'm
rad.
hoping that keep climbing up. So
Any
That's
good comments
awesome.
yet? Any good like comments on the videos yet? Like negative or positive or anything like that? Like,
well, so when my Daily Mail article was published, tons of hate comments, like 90% hate. And
I think we both know that, Anthony.
Oh yeah,
we know.
you guys do too. A lot of hate comments. But on the Dr. Phil thing, it was actually a lot more positive than negative. I responded to some of the negative comments on the video on YouTube, and one dude actually apologized, and I was like, "Damn, somebody on the internet apologized." Who? I was
You
like,
got a troll card.
That's awesome. That's got to be crazy, kind of crazy roller coaster you're on right now. You got a lot of things happening at the same time. You just said that movie premiere, you had Dr. Phil, that article, all in like a month, right? That's like a month from each other, right?
Yes, it like within the span of like a week or two, I found out about Dr. Phil thing, about the Daily Mail thing, and then I'm also going to be on this Snapchat show called The Positivity Fix, also about the armpit hair thing. So like all of that within a short period of time, and I'm just like, what is happening?
You're able to do that at 25, which is awesome. Now you do the full natural all the way around. You don't shave your legs or anything either, or you just the armpits?
Usually, when I grow out my armpit hair, everything too, and then if I shave, I'll shave everything. So, in the beginning, when I first started growing out my armpit hair, I still shaved my legs for like shoots and stuff because focus was the armpit. But now I've learned to love my leg hair too, so I'll grow that out too.
Awesome. That is great.
What
That
is-
is that great.
What is some criticism or compliments that you've had? Like, start give like one of each. Like, what is like a crazy criticism stuck out, or like a crazy compliment that stuck out? Like, what are like two of those? I guess.
That's a good question. Nothing too crazy as far as compliments go, unless you consider like the really creepy stuff, because there's definitely a huge fetish community. So I don't know if I'd call those compliments, but like it. I've gotten so many gross videos and photos and messages. So those are always fun. As far as like insults go, people will like just act really grossed out and like, damn, I was eating, like, geez, and like vomit emojis and stuff. And I'm like, do you need a trash can? Like, you okay?
It's not your life. Move on somewhere. If you
Yeah,
don't like it, go on to the next one.
There will always be different opinions. Some people love it, some people hate it, some people don't care. Like they have the right to that opinion. And like I said on Dr. Phil, like I don't care what you think of it. Just don't bully people over it. That's really where my issue is.
Yeah, the funniest part to me is like criticizing a model, like being like, "Oh, a model's so disgusting," and then like if you looked at the person criticizing, like you're just, I don't think they'd survive the same like criticism. You know, I don't think they would if they were put out there. You know, I don't know if they'd be able to handle the same criticism.
Actually, that reminded me of something, and then I just lost it. Oh yeah, some of the comments on my Daily Mail article were like, "What? She calls herself a model? Everyone thinks they're a model these days." but because I think the reason was they mostly used selfies on my article.
Oh.
I sent them a bunch of professional photos and they mostly used the selfies. So I think that's why people thought that. But if they would have 5 seconds to look at my social media, they would have seen that I'm clearly a model.
Well, they're absolute trolls that you have to look at. All they do in their life is just sit around and degrade other people.
Yeah, there's actually a video I really loved, and I just think about it now whenever I look at hate comments. You guys know Ronnie Radke, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Definitely.
he posted a video about his haters, and he's like, I tried looking up like two puppies or two babies, and there are like people who hit the dislike button. He's like, you just hit the dislike button on like cute animals. Like people like will just try to find something to hate just for fun, I guess. And he's like, just try looking up like breeze blowing through the trees, and there will be somebody who hit the dislike button. Like, you just hit the dislike button on wind, bro.
There's always going to be somebody to complain.
Yeah.
No, it's super true.
And it's ridiculous. That's a big one. That's why I've learned to never change for anybody. There's no point.
Well, most insults are just like psychological projections of insecurity. So it's like they basically like they paint how they are. Like they're like, you're this, and like you look at their picture, like it just describes them. I'm always like it's so weird how many people I'd have like insult me or something like that. And I look at their picture and like it literally is just them.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you just insulted your own mirror, brother.
Yeah, you like called yourself. You like I don't know, it's just weird.
That happens a lot in politics too.
Yeah, I like having you on the shows. It proves that internet models exist and it could be in 60-something magazines. I mean, that's just like that's crazy.
Right.
I think it just proves that it exists. If you work hard, I mean, you can do whatever you want in this world, and I think that's important. I think I mean, you definitely got to put in the work. But I mean, if you're gonna get behind it and you could believe in yourself and be authentic to yourself, I mean, I think anything is possible. You know.
Yeah, and a big shout out to God. I have done all this on my own. Like I definitely work hard, but it definitely was not all me.
Oh, makes sense. Yeah, no, it's a plan for it all for sure. But I think hard work helps for sure. And I think like you just show people that like even in like these crazy times, people can accomplish their dreams. You know, like I mean, you're 20, you're 10 years younger, killing it. You know, I'm like 35. You're 25 years old, killing it, and that's awesome to see. I love seeing that. And from Missouri, I love that shit too.
And you did it through COVID, my dear.
Yeah,
that's a big one. You're able to rock it through COVID.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've got another. You've done 14 fashion shows.
That's crazy.
Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, at 25, what the fuck? What have you done? Shit in New York or local shows or?
No, just local so far. And that was more towards the beginning of my modeling career because a lot of the local ones don't pay. So I don't.
Just get your name out there.
Yeah, and I wanted to like build up the experience stuff. So I'm glad I got to do some of those. But they're always fun. So
that's awesome. You got a good model. You got a nice little strut.
No.
No, you don't have a good strut.
No, I need somebody. Well, I have my tailbone is like shifted to the left, so I have kind of a walk. But
you wave that hair back and forth. That's awesome.
What kind of inspired you to do? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say, you got any other fashion shows or anything you've been looking into maybe do, or have you just kind of maybe ended your fashion show area on that end?
No, I definitely like to do more in the future. I'd love to do the bigger ones like Paris, New York Fashion Week.
I'd love to see you walk down the runway with your full hair. That'd be fucking amazing.
Well, if I go to Europe, I think that would be totally normal to them.
Even Fashion Week in New York would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would be awesome to do that.
If I get the
stuff like that, as you're going down, and to break the mold on what a model. There you go. Break the mold a model can be, and what you can like. It doesn't matter what you have growing. It's who you have here and here, and what you put out to the world. Being a model doesn't have to be cute. Being a model is being a model situation and a citizen to the people that look up to you.
That's a great point.
And a lot of like
you're a model regardless to people who look up to you.
Thank you. And what a lot of people don't realize too is like honestly a lot of the higher end like modeling agencies, for example, aren't even looking for like the long blonde hair, blue eye, whatever thing. Like a lot of like the higher end companies actually look for something unique. Like one of the bigger modeling agencies in St. Louis, they have girls with like thick eyebrows and like big foreheads and stuff like that. Like just unique features. So that's actually what a lot of the higher end companies look for.
You know modeling a little bit, so you know the company Model Truth out of St. Louis. Model Truth. They spotted Ashton Kutcher and all that.
Oh, Mother Model.
Yeah, and that's my goddaughter's mother. Anyway, I can get you linked to her directly.
That's actually the one I was talking about. Like
Yes, exactly. I can get you linked to her directly. Like I have dinner with.
That's awesome.
It's Olivia's goddaughter's mom's mom. My goddaughter's mom's mom, Olivia Brown. Her mom.
Olivia, yeah, no, that's crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Olivia. Yeah, so her parents are the one that did Model Truth. Like got Ashton Kutcher, Hayden Panettiere. They've got a big list on theirs, and I literally break bread with them. I got on Ryan and Mila's honeymoon, or Ashton. Ryan, he goes, but anyway, they rented just a regular economy car and drove around the United States, and they stayed in Wentzville for like a week. And we got to hang over in Wentzville, Olivia's house. That's when I got to meet Mila.
Yeah, I actually went to one of their casting call. Well, a couple of their casting calls actually. So I've seen them in person.
I can send one text. Willa, Olivia's daughter, was just at my house 2 days ago. That's their granddaughter.
That's awesome.
She was just over at the house. I could forward all your stuff to them with no question.
Thank you. If you could, that would be awesome.
Oh, that like I literally will just send a text over to him and be like, hey, I need you to get a hold of somebody to sit an interview with tonight.
No, it'd be win-win because she's blowing up too right now too. So it'd be win-win. Like she's got this huge like publicity storm behind her. So I mean that'd be good. Yeah.
What you know how they got Ashton? She was sitting in the company is from Ryan Kutcher. Ashton. The company is from Iowa. Ashton was sitting at a bus stop getting ready to go home because his acting or modeling career ended. The mom was going to a bar, saw him at the bus station, gave him a business card, and contacted. He came into the bar, and that's how they signed Ashton.
Yeah, that's pretty much where they find a lot of their talent, from what I've heard.
Yeah, they signed it all just on the random. Hayden Panettiere got caught at an ice cream shop.
Nice.
Yeah, if you just see somebody, it makes sense. If that's your job, that makes sense. I have the free version of Zoom, so this may end. This may end soon. Okay. So if you want to throw out some links, Nikki and stuff, throw out some links for people that may have just be hearing you for the first time, or you know.
Yeah, so I'm on pretty much all social media. You can search Nikki Serenity, and you should be able to find me. Not the porn star. There's apparently a Nikki Serenity porn star. That is not me. So don't think that.
No, we're not talking about you.
My main ones I use are Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So facebook.com/Nikki Serenity ST, facebook.com/groups/Serenity fans. My Instagram is Nikki Serenity Artist. TikTok is Nikki Serenity. Those are the main ones, but you can look up Nikki Serenity on pretty much everything, and you should be able to find me. So yeah.